This is just a picture I have. It's from the Sundance Film Festival. But I mean, look at it. They try and disguise it as the Earth, but you know what it is. You know, it's got the line going through it. It represents Saturn and Saturn's moons. But that's not what I really want to talk about. The company were the Chilean miners. You know, remember when that all went down? Well, that company, their logo is extremely telling. One of the people on my friends list found it and sent it to me. So I just want to say good eye on that. I didn't even think about checking into that, but the person was correct. And they own the company, the mining company. But what's more interesting is that the name of the company is Codelco. But if we break it down, we get Code L Co. Code L Co. So once again, Code L. You know, what is the Code L? What is the code? You know, once we're talking code, then we're talking communication. So let's take a look at that real quick. Alright, so here we see it. I mean, this is not hard to figure out. I mean, so we have Code L, Co. We know L is the god of Saturn. And then you look at the logo. Look familiar? Gee whiz, I wonder if that represents Saturn in any way, shape, or form. But it's the all-seeing eye. The all-seeing eye comes from the South Pole of Saturn. It's the same thing as the CBS. And this is off of a Catholic church. Kind of looks the same as the other thing, don't it? They just flipped it. They just flipped it upside down. It's the same gag, man. All of this stuff. See, this. But I want to get something out. Make something very clear here. People are always screaming about Zionism. The first thing that pops into their head is Jews, Jewish Zionism. There is Hebrew Zionism, but the Zionism that this should be being referred to. It's called Teutonic Zionism. That's the culprit behind this stuff. The Jews have got their fingers in it, sure enough, but it's Teutonic Zionism. And in upcoming videos, I'll explain to you. You have Hebrew Zionism, you had the Knights Templar, and then you had the Teutonic Knights. Teutonic Zionism is the old order of the Nazis. Okay? Al Gore and his whole save the world, go green thing, that's all Nazistic propaganda. Trust me, I'll explain it to you. This is just a picture from those stupid-ass miners, those dead individuals. They're dead. You know that a couple of them are in the nut house, in the hospital? One of them's building a big black, or not a black square, but just a big square in his backyard. What a surprise. Yeah, they're in the hospital because they don't have a soul. They're dead. Gee whiz, I don't have a headache because you don't have any brains. You're dead. Anyway, let's take a look at this guy's shirt. Just notice the color pattern. You know, isn't it interesting that they took that picture of everybody else? They had to take this picture. So here we have the red, yellow, blue, green. That goes back to the time cube, which is exactly what a Nazi swastika is. That's exactly what it is. I've showed you guys this before, and that's exactly what the Windows logo is. It's red, yellow, blue, green. We're entering the red. We're entering the red time zone, I guess you'd call it, because everything's falling apart because they're getting ready to restructure humanity. That's what's going on. This is happening right in front of your face. Okay, now this coming up here, I just wanted you to see this. Where Saturn and the Cyclops. Saturn was the father of the Cyclops. There's a show on TV called The Office, and I actually like the show. It's well-written, funny, day-by-day episodes of what goes on in an office. It's a little out there, but I was watching it last night, and they did a little thing at the end, and I mean it just literally tied a bunch of stuff together in my own belief that this is a mechanical thing. This is a machine that's going on here. It's a machine. The Jews call Saturn a spiritual numerical entity. That's why you can't pronounce his name. He says his name is 42 letters long, but it's all done by tone. Well, telephones, all communication work on tone. So let's watch this, and then you'll see, especially at the end. Let's just take a look, and I'll explain it further. I just want to say sorry the camera's moving around because it's from NBC. I can't just download it straight off the computer because there's a code and they will block it instantly. So I had to do it with my camcorder. Turn up the volume a little too, okay? Thanks.
So Dwight took the lead on that and introduced us to a very close friend of his named CYCLOPS.
Happy Earth Day, everyone. I'm CYCLOPS. Did you know that an old milk carton can be sawed in half and used as a planter?
The next year, he really stepped things up.
Who has put a number 7 plastic in a number 4 bin?
A year after that, CYCLOPS really began to take shape.
CYCLOPS will drown you in your overwatered lawns.
Then tragedy struck CYCLOPS when his fictional planet was attacked by some other fictitious thing. I can't remember.
CYCLOPS will have his revenge.
I think this was also the year that he renounced Earth Day and vowed to destroy the planet he once loved.
Oh my god, you guys, look, it's CYCLOPS!
CYCLOPS destroy!
Oh, it's the day of Recyclops Day?
Yes.
I thought you were killed by Polluticon.
Polluticon wishes.
That's aerosol spray. It's terrible for the environment.
Humans are terrible for the environment.
The thing I like most about CYCLOPS is that he's creating a different world for our child. A world where you truly can be anything you want.
God bless you, CYCLOPS, and your cold robot heart.
Okay, so I just want to finish up. Okay, so CYCLOPS was green, right? That was the whole beginning of the whole Go Green movement. Go Green is from the Time Cube, the recycling. Well, they're going to recycle you too, trust me. This is a restructuring of mankind. So that whole thing is going on. People want to blame this all on the Jews, and I'm not an advocate for any group. I'm just telling you, Zionism is not the Zionism you're thinking. So as it goes on, at some point, he comes in a black suit. The black suit represents Saturn. The Nazis are very big into Saturn in a real mean and violent way. All right? So what happens? It says that he wants to destroy the planet and mankind. Well, we can see that happening in the Gulf. Okay? And so what happens? What does she say at the end, the two of them? They said, oh, thank you, CYCLOPS, so I can live in a world where I can choose to do what I want to. And then the guy says, thank you for having such a cold and robotic heart. Okay, that could be taken a bunch of different ways, but in my opinion, it's the working of the machine. But regardless, they are going to recycle us. Go green means you're going to...
The thing I like most about CYCLOPS is that he's creating a different world for our child. A world where you truly can be anything you want.
God bless you, CYCLOPS, and your cold robot heart.
I forgot to put this in the first one, so I deleted it. If you look at this, where I wrote about the Cyclops, look at the right-hand corner. That was from the Encyclopedia Biblical. It says Volume 6, page 811. Which is, okay, so that's standardized, okay? But the episode with the ReCyclops, which has absolutely nothing to do with that, let's take a look at that. This is from The Office. So the other one was Volume 6, page 811. This one, with ReCyclops, is Season 6, Episode 11. Something's not right here, man. Nothing could be that coincidental. That's why I'm trying to tell you, there's a computer involved in this whole thing somewhere. You know, the odds of that, it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't.